Hello and thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am Thomas Meadow 75 and this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews. And today I'm asking you a question. A question with the light. A question that I asked to the Rajay Beer Reviews, the Rajay Beer Ventures discussion on YouTube this evening. And one of my questions that I asked was this very question of this YouTube video, which was, for the cheapest, meaning the lowest bottom dollar priced beers that you buy, what is your go-to macro beer, and what is your go-to craft beer that you buy that is considered in your particular area of the world or country of the United States of America? What is your lowest go-to beer price for macros and craft? While I drink a Bud Light, I thought I might give you my answer. And my answer is certainly in a macro beer. And I don't buy 30 racks. I've bought a lot of 6-packs in my time. When I go to a store called Yankee Spirits in Massachusetts, they have 6-packs just with the plastic around the 12-ounce cans. A 6-pack of Genesee Cream Ale is about $2.99 or maybe $3.99 in that price range for a 6-pack of Genesee Cream Ales. Now, when I say Genesee, don't get me wrong. I've had the Genesee Ice, which is not a great beer. I had the Genesee White Label, just standard lager once, and it was just on the store floor. It was warm, it wasn't cold, so my beer drinking experience with that beer at 21 years of age was terrible. But again, $2.99 to $3.99, a 6-pack of Genesee Cream Ale, you cannot go wrong. It's a good beer for the price. And we also get the Genesee beers in general in southeastern Massachusetts for around $14.99, $15 a 30 rack, which is a unheard of, great price. Awfully great price. The cheapest craft beer that I buy or that I like to buy is a little different of an issue because I have a lot of craft beers in New England that I can buy and try, and I have a lot of beers for the craft beer scene that I do like to buy from time to time on a repeat, but I like to be the craft beer guy, kind of like a lot of people that don't buy beers on repeat. They like to try a lot of different beers, but kind of beers in the craft world that stick to me, even though I don't buy it on a regular basis, and I don't have a price point, so I apologize, it's probably around the $14 range for a 12-pack of, or 13 of the Pale Ale from Sierra Nevada is really good. I don't think Lagunitas is a terror, or Lagunitas is IPA. Even though they're bought out by 100% by Heineken at this point, I don't think they're a bad price point for those beers. So, yeah, the Lagunitas IPA is a really great one. The Sierra Nevada Pale Ale and a lot of other, maybe Torpedo is a great one. I don't really drink that one a whole bunch. Any other craft beers? We just got the New Belgium beers in New England and in Massachusetts within this past year, and I found out in my local store they're going for $13 and change for a 12-pack of bottles or cans. So I would probably be inclined to pick up that as a craft beer. But I'm kind of curious. I think a 30 rack of Bud Light and Budweiser is $21 or $2 and change, which compared to PBR even, which is maybe 17 or 18 for an 18-pack, or even, again, Genesee for 15 a 30 rack, you can't beat that price. So Sierra Nevada or Lagunitas is a really good value, and the New Belgium beers are really great values for craft beers. And I've heard a lot of people talk about the Founders All Day IPA. John O'Neill says, "What up, Eric?" Hello, John. He says, "The New Belgium beers are extremely popular in my area, and they've just become popular. Rhode Island, which is the next town, the next state, bordering me, maybe 25, 30 minutes south of me, has had the New Belgium beers. I don't know why they haven't come into Massachusetts before that time, but I would say, again, New Belgium, anything Sierra Nevada, and certain things, Lagunitas, are really good beer values for the craft, and Genesee is a really good brand for the cheaper macros. Another really great one that you can't go wrong with is Pabst Blue Ribbon. Narragansett's always $2 or $3 for, or maybe even $4, depending where you go, for a 16-ounce can, but around $3 is really a great value for a Narragansett, which isn't a terrible beer. I like, for the macros, price aside, my favorite pale lager, even considering American adjuncts and premium beers, is going to be Carlsberg. It always has been for me and always will be. I don't mind Heineken like a lot of people in the craft beer community. John says it's hard to best some of the prices with these cheaper macro brews. I can get a 30 rack of Genesee Ice for $15.99, and Genesee is the best value in beer, period. I mean, you can get, for the craft beer, if it's not Genesee, if it's not Lagunitas or Sierra Nevada, I would definitely say, and then we can get stuff like Founders All Day IPA, yeah. We can get stuff from Sam Adams, which is in my neck of the woods, for around 13 or 14 for a 12-pack, sure. If you can call that a craft beer. One of the best values in craft beer, period, is from Trader Joe's. They put out several different beers from Unibrew in a 750 milliliter bottle for anywhere around $7 to $8 a bottle. They make a Trader Joe's Vintage Ale every year, which is a quadruple, kind of like St. Bernard's App 12. And they also make a Provisional Golden Ale, like a Double or a Duvel. Those are really great beers, and they're made by a reputable company just because they have the Trader Joe's name on it. It's a cheaper product. It's a cork and cage, and they do say product of Canada, and they do say brewed by Unibrew. So for a craft beer that Trader Joe's puts out, fantastic value. I challenge you people to put it in the comments below. What's your cheapest macro that you buy, that you like to buy, that you are willing to buy? And what kind of craft beers at a cheap value do you buy? So, thank you, John O'Neill, from joining live. Thank you, the other person, for watching live. Bud Light's not too cheap, but it's a cheaper beer, so I drink it now. Until next time, keep tasting those great cheap macros and great cheap craft beers. Coors Light, sure. I will see you soon.